everyone, this is Music Tech Help Guy, and welcome to another episode of Free Plugin Weekly. Today we're checking out the newly released free Ozone imager from iZotope. Now I did a video pretty recently covering the multi-band imager within iZotope Ozone 7, and it's now also in the new version of Ozone 8 as well. But this plugin is a free standalone imager plugin. The one caveat to it being free is that it's not a multi-band imager like the for-purchase version. Regardless, it's still a great free plugin for enhancing or taming down your stereo image. I'm working on a heavy metal mix in Pro Tools right now, but the plugin is available in AAX, AU Component, and VST formats, so you can use it in Logic, Ableton Live, and in other DAWs as well. The plugin is super simple to use. You've got a stereo width slider. Basically anything above 0 enhances the stereo image, and anything below 0 narrows the image. You can also double click to set the value back to its default value. There's a Stereoize feature where you can take mono material and simulate stereo material. We'll try that out later. There's also a vector scope, which is essentially an image meter or a diagram that shows you the stereo spread, as well as the in-phase versus out-of-phase material. So there's three views: polar sample, polar level, and lissajou. In polar sample and polar level, these two areas show you the anti-phase or out-of-phase material, and this area shows you the in-phase material. In lissajou, these two quadrants show you the out-of-phase or anti-phase material, and these two quadrants show you the in-phase material. On the far right, there's a correlation meter, which shows you left to right phase cancellation. If the signal is above 0, it's at an acceptable phase tolerance. If it's below 0, it's not. It means that you're getting too much left to right phase cancellation. So if the song were played in mono, too much of the signal would be getting canceled out due to the phase cancellation. So we'd want to tame down the amount of stereo width that we give it in order to minimize that left to right phase cancellation. Let's give this a shot and play with the width slider a bit. Right now I have this on the master fader, so the entire mix is coming through the plugin. Also, I'd recommend listening to this on headphones so you can easily perceive the stereo image enhancement. So maybe you just want to stereo enhance the guitars and not the whole mix. Let's try this out on my guitar bus. Now let's try this with the whole song in. With electric guitar, when you double them up left and right, or really any instrument where you double it up left and right, you really have to be careful about how much you enhance the stereo image, because sometimes you can get that phase cancellation we talked about, and when the song's played in mono, all of a sudden those instruments that are panned hard left and hard right get canceled out. Lastly, let's use the Stereoize feature to make mono audio simulate stereo width. We're going to try this out on the lead vocal, but make sure that you use the mono to stereo option so that it converts the original mono signal to stereo. So for this, I'm just going to turn on the Stereoize feature and pull up the amount until I find a point where I feel like the vocals are a little more spread out and a little bigger sounding.
Too many nightmares, they'll take you piece by piece. You're just a loser with your lines cut so deep.
And now let's try that with the whole mix in.
Too many nightmares, they'll take you piece by piece. You're just a loser with your lines cut so deep. Don't tell me that you've got another excuse for your failures. You blame someone else to pull your truth out of the dark.
All right, so that's the Ozone Imager plugin, a new free plugin from iZotope. Check it out at iZotope.com, and I'll leave a link to it in the video description below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. You can also check me out on Twitter at YouTubeMTHG, at CarneyMediaGroup.com, and on Patreon at patreon.com/musictechhelpguy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.